So welcome back, students, for the discussion of graphical theory of motion in one dimension. Write the heading in your notebook. Graphical theory of motion in one dimension. We are discussing about the motion in one dimension only. In higher classes, we will discuss about the motion in 2 dimensions or the motion in 3 dimensions also. So remember, for discussion of graphical theory, we must learn some terms related to graph. So draw this graph in your notebook. The first term which we are going to discuss is the coordinates of a point. Coordinates of a point. Okay. Write the first heading. Coordinates of a point in this plane is called Cartesian plane. Coordinates of a point in Cartesian plane. We know that this horizontal axis is called, what is this horizontal axis called? This is x-axis. Okay. And the vertical axis perpendicular to x-axis is called y-axis. Now if we move through one unit along the right hand side of this x-axis, which is its positive direction. This is the positive direction of x-axis. Okay. And if we move along this side, this is called negative direction of x-axis. Negative direction of x-axis. Along right hand side of horizontal axis, starting from this point where x-axis and y-axis are intersecting is called, what is this point called? Do you know the name of this point? Yes, this point is called what? Origin. Is that clear to you? Denoted by O. This point is called origin. Origin means starting. All the lines start from this point. Okay. And this point is called origin, denoted by O. In coordinate geometry, O means origin and its coordinates are given by 0, 0. We are discussing physics, not maths. So we will discuss it in short, though in detail. Short but in detail. Okay. Means we will discuss it briefly. Now if we move one unit along the positive direction of x-axis, we reach to a point whose coordinates are 1, 0, and we have moved by 1 unit. Means if we mark this point as A, so OA is 1 unit. If we mark the next point as A1, means we have moved by 2 unit. So the coordinate of this point is 2, 0. Coordinate of the point which is 3 unit away from the origin along x-axis is 3, 0. Coordinate of the point which is 4 unit away from the origin along x-axis and on the x-axis is 4, 0. And coordinates of the point which is 5 unit away from the origin along x-axis and on the x-axis. I am telling you, along x-axis, along positive direction of x-axis and on the x-axis is two different things. Why? Along the positive direction of x-axis, this is also along the positive direction of x-axis. In this, we have moved by 5 unit. Along x-axis, if we are moving on the x-axis, so this point has the coordinates 5, 0, as we are not moving along y-axis at all. But at this point, the coordinates will be different. But x is 5 only. And what about y? We will discuss it after the discussion of x-axis only. If anyone has any doubt, so write in your comment box, so I will answer you. Next point is 6, 0, which is 6 unit away from the origin along x-axis and on the x-axis. Okay. You can write also in your graph, or you can write in your brain. You can write in your mind first. Okay. The point which is 1 unit away from the origin along x-axis and on the x-axis, point A has the coordinates 1, 0. Point A, which is 1 unit away from the origin along x-axis and on the x-axis has the coordinates. What? Can you tell? A1, 0. And if whole the statement is written for point A1, which is 2 unit, in place of 1, it is 2 unit away from the origin along. Now, one thing is wrong in this statement. Positive direction of x-axis. Okay. Point A, which is 1 unit away from the origin along x-axis, in place of along x-axis, we must write along positive direction of x-axis. And on the x-axis has the coordinates A1, 0. So write this in your notebook. Now, if we write about this point B1 or B, so coordinates of B will be clearly, you must have understood. It must be what? So coordinates of B, which is 1 unit away from the origin along negative direction of, this time it is negative direction of x-axis, is given by -1, 0. If we denote other point by B1, for the sake of convenience, I am writing this B1 below the x-axis. No problem in writing this. And its coordinate will be -2, 0. And if we mark this point as C, So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So its coordinate will be -5, 0. The coordinates of point which is 5 unit away from the origin along negative direction of x-axis and on the x-axis has the coordinates C -5, 0. I think you all must have understood this. So write this theory also in your notebook. If you write something after understanding, you will never forget in your life that point C, which is 5 unit away from the origin, along negative direction is very important of x-axis and on the x-axis is -5, 0. Similarly, we can write for the other points on the x-axis also. So it will be very clear to you. I think it must be very clear to you. Now, if you have written all the theory, though this is not the complete coordinates of point, we are still discussing it. Again, draw another graph. In which this is positive direction of x-axis, this is upward positive direction of y-axis, negative direction of x-axis, negative direction of y-axis. This point is origin, and if this point is a unit away, if this point is a unit, small a unit away from the origin along x-axis, on the x-axis, so what will be the coordinates of this point? Clearly it is a, 0. And if on the opposite side, the point which is at the same distance away from origin, but along the negative direction, though it is lying on the x-axis, still its coordinates are -a, 0. Again, if we now move along y-axis, what happens then? Now let's discuss about y-axis in another graph. Draw this graph in your notebook and write this also. It is very important to rub your pen on your notebook while studying physics, chemistry, and maths. And not uselessly. You have to rub your pen to understand everything, to write some important points. So again draw another graph. This is origin. This is positive direction of x-axis. This is negative direction of x-axis. This is positive direction of y-axis. And this is negative direction of y-axis. And if we move 1 unit away from the origin along the y-axis, on the y-axis, the coordinates of point, if we write it as D, is, what will be the coordinates? So remember, point D, which is 1 unit away. Point D, which is 1 unit away from the origin along y-axis, positive direction of y-axis. On y-axis has the coordinates D 0, 1. As it is not moving a single distance along x-axis. So coordinates of this point along x-axis is 0 and coordinate of this point along y-axis is 1. So its coordinate becomes 0, 1. So point D, which is 1 unit away from the origin along positive direction of y-axis, on y-axis has the coordinates D 0, 1. Similarly, if we write a point E, 2 unit away from the origin along y-axis and on the y-axis, think what will be the coordinates of this point? Think about that. What will be the coordinates of that point? So coordinates of E, which is 2 unit away from the origin along y positive direction of y-axis is 0, 2. And think about the coordinates of F. It is 1 unit away from the origin along y-axis. Along y-axis is wrong. We have to tell what? Along negative direction of y-axis. Downward is the negative direction of y-axis. Upward is the positive direction of y-axis. So if we move along the positive direction of y-axis, the point which is 1 unit away from the origin, along the positive direction of y-axis has the coordinates D 0, 1. The point which is 2 unit away from the origin along positive direction of y-axis and on the y-axis has the coordinates 0, 2. And the point which lies 1 unit away from the origin along negative direction of y-axis on the y-axis has the coordinates 0, -1. Next point, the point which is 2 unit away from the origin along the negative direction of y-axis on the y-axis has the coordinates 0, -2. Hope you all must have understood this. Okay. So further discussing, before this we have discussed about the points which are either lying on x-axis or they are lying on y-axis. But now we will discuss about the point which lies between the x-axis or the y-axis. Remember, this is positive direction of x-axis. So if we move by a unit along x-axis, we know that coordinates of point A is a comma 0, and if you move along y-axis by B unit, along positive direction of y-axis, what will be the coordinates of B if we are moving along positive direction of y-axis to reach B? B unit away from the origin and on the y-axis, then coordinates of B will be not B comma 0. It will be 0 comma B, as we are not moving along x-axis. So along x-axis, the distance traveled by us is 0, and along y-axis it is B unit. So coordinate of B is 0 comma B. Now, if we move along x-axis by the same distance, but not on the x-axis, we are moving parallel to the x-axis to reach a point P. And at the same time, we are moving along y-axis also. Moving along y-axis means parallel to y-axis, not on the y-axis, along the y-axis to reach the point P. Means we have moved by a distance of a unit along x-axis to reach B. This distance is a unit, OA equals to BP. To reach to P, what should we do? Write in your notebook. We have to move a unit away from the origin along x-axis, parallel to it. Parallel to it means not on x-axis, only along x-axis to reach to P. And one more thing, we have to move B unit, this B unit along y-axis. For positive direction, I am this time writing only x-axis and y-axis. We are moving along y-axis and x-axis only positive direction. Parallel to it, not along it, not on it, not on it. So, coordinates of P will be, what will be the coordinates of P? It is A comma B. Coordinates of P will be A comma B. And this is first quadrant. Remember, this A is called abscissa. So abscissa means distance from the origin, where we have to move to reach a point, okay? And B equals to, B is called ordinate. A is abscissa and B is ordinate. Clearly, A is abscissa and B is ordinate. And for first quadrant, if we represent abscissa by A and ordinate by B, for first quadrant, A is greater than 0, B is greater than 0. For second quadrant, think and write about second quadrant. This quadrant is called third quadrant and this quadrant is called fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant, 25 degree. This is 90 degree. 25% of our circle. First quadrant, A or B both are positive. Second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. So think about them. We will discuss it in next session. So watch the next session also. Attend the next session also. Wait for the next session. We will discuss about the sign of